The Eagles aren't just trying to bounce back, they're coming for the throne. From veterans to unknown rookies, this team is locked in, loaded, and hungrier than ever. But what's really shocking? It's not just the stars making noise, it's the surprises that could change everything. Let's talk about the under-the-radar Eagles turning heads this offseason, and why this team might be even scarier than last year. The Philadelphia Eagles have made one thing very clear this offseason. They are not here to relax, they are here to dominate. Training camp is just around the corner, but already this team is making noise. And not just because of the stars. Of course, we've seen names like Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Carter, and Zach Bond doing their thing. That's expected. But what's truly exciting? The guys you didn't expect, the surprise standouts, the rookies, the sleepers, the ones who might not be in headlines yet, but they're out there grinding and they're looking like they belong. Some of these players could end up being day one starters on defense. Others are just freak athletes showing crazy potential. Either way, they've made this offseason a lot more interesting and a lot more intense. This isn't just your usual offseason energy. No, this team is laser-focused. Just listen to the vibe coming out of Philly. Everyone from the front office to the locker room is sending the same message. We're not satisfied. We're not done. We're going back to the Super Bowl, and this time, we're winning it. And that hunger, it's not just talk, it's in the work. Head coach Nick Sirianni has been pushing this squad hard in minicamp and OTAs. No one's coasting. No one's counting on last year's success. Every player knows it's going to be harder this time, because now we're the team everyone wants to beat. Even tight end Dallas Goedert said it himself. He's been learning from legends like Peyton Manning and listening to stories about Michael Jordan's hunger to win again and again and again. That's the mentality in Philly right now. The Eagles don't want to be a one-hit wonder. They want to build a dynasty. So yes, this team has talent, but more than that, they have purpose. And if these surprise players keep rising the way they've started, this roster might be deeper, stronger, and more dangerous than we've seen in years. Eagles fans, we want your take. Which surprise player do you think will break out this year? And what's your confidence level in this team going back to the Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading everyone. The party's over. The lights are off, and now it's wartime. The Eagles aren't just trying to win games this year, they're trying to dominate. But with success comes a dangerous new enemy, comfort. Will Philly rise again, or get crushed by their own hype? Let's talk about the man pulling all the strings and the players already making waves this offseason. Buckle up, because this ride's just getting started. Last season, the Eagles showed the world who they were, a team built on grit, brotherhood, and relentless drive. But that was then. The Super Bowl run, the confetti, that's history now. The message in Philly has changed. The celebration is over. Preparation has begun. And leading that charge, head coach Nick Sirianni. This offseason, Sirianni delivered a message to his players that hit hard. You've already proven you can handle adversity, but now you've got to learn how to handle success, and that's even harder. He told the team to treat praise like perfume. Smell it, don't swallow it, because too much praise becomes poison. That's the kind of mindset that builds dynasties. Nick Sirianni doesn't just coach football, he builds culture. He leads with heart, honesty, and intensity. And that's exactly what made last year's team so special. A squad that stayed laser-focused, together, and hungry until the final whistle. And now he's already laying the foundation for this season. Look at something simple, like the team's off-season basketball outing. Sounds small, right? But it's not. These moments create trust. They strengthen the bond in the locker room. It's chemistry building, and that's exactly what championship teams are made of. Sirianni's fingerprints are everywhere, and it's no surprise that the front office rewarded him with a well-deserved contract extension. He's earned every bit of it, but he's not the only one making noise this offseason. Dallas Goedert, the Eagles' star tight end, is back, and it's a big deal. Philly restructured his contract to keep him for at least one more year, and it might be one of the most important moves they made. Why? Because Goedert is essential to both the passing and running game. He's not just a receiver, he's a weapon, and without him, the offense would have had a massive hole. And Goedert isn't just back, He's balling out. In off-season workouts and minicamp, he's been one of the brightest stars on the field. Reporters at OTAs said Goedert led the team in catches on day 1. On day 2, he hauled in a gorgeous deep ball from Jalen Hurts that traveled over 30 yards down the sideline. The kind of throw that reminds you how dangerous this duo can be. And here's the best part, Goedert's not just showing up. He's noticing others too. He recently shouted out one of the team's newest additions on defense as the biggest standout of the offseason so far. Philly's already buzzing, and we haven't even hit training camp yet. Do you think Nick Sirianni is the best head coach in the NFL right now? And how confident are you in the Eagles' chances this season on a scale from 1 to 10? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's talk football. Rooster Fire! And just when you think the Eagles' defense couldn't get any scarier, here comes a rookie beast from Nebraska ready to shake things up. We're talking about Ty Robinson. Dallas Goedert already praised him, but it wasn't just polite talk. Goedert was genuinely excited. He said Ty's been on his radar since they started working together. And when a respected veteran like Goedert shows love to a rookie, that means something. But it gets even better. Jalen Carter, one of the most dominant defensive tackles in football, recently gave his own brutally honest take. He looked straight into the camera and said, "I ain't gonna lie, he moving good. He a big boy. I seen his highlights before he even came here. And now that he's here, he's working." That's no small compliment. That's a warning to the rest of the league. Let's talk numbers for a second. Ty Robinson stands 6 feet 5 inches, weighs over 310 pounds, and still ran the fastest 40-yard dash among all defensive tackles at the Combine. That's not just good, that's freaky good. His athletic score, a near-perfect 9.91 out of 10, ranking him 18th out of 1,812 DTs since 1987. That's historic-level athleticism, and it's not just raw talent. He showed flashes of greatness back in college, too. Strong against the run, quick off the snap, and able to disrupt the backfield. Now he's doing the same in minicamp. The Eagles might have found a game-changing weapon on the D-line, and he's not coming to learn, he's coming to contribute right away. But Ty Robinson isn't the only monster brewing in the trenches. Let's talk about Moro Ojomo, a 7th-round pick from 2023 who's looking ready to take over. With Milton Williams leaving for New England, Ojomo's role just got a whole lot bigger. But here's the kicker. He's already proven he can handle it. Last year, even in limited snaps, Ojomo had the second highest pass rush win rate among all DDs, 18.2%. That's elite, that's production. And now he's getting first-team reps at OTAs. The coaching staff clearly sees what's coming. A breakout is brewing. And wait, there's more. Jigs Hunt, another young defensive talent, has been quietly impressing everyone. He's expected to take a major step forward this year. And based on what he showed last season, that leap could be massive. Azeez Ojulari is also getting tons of first-team reps, showing the staff is trusting him to step up. And then there's Josh Uche, who Lane Johnson himself mentioned immediately when asked about off-season edge standouts. That's no coincidence. These guys are hungry and they're learning from the best. Think about it. Every one of these young pass rushers will be lining up next to Jalen Carter, which means they'll be getting one-on-one matchups almost every play. That's a nightmare scenario for offenses. This Eagles defensive line isn't just good. It could be legendary. But the surprises don't stop up front. Let's look at linebacker, a spot many thought might be a weak link. Not anymore, because Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is starting to look like the real deal. With Nakobe Dean and Jair Brown both recovering from injuries, Trotter has stepped into the spotlight. He's been taking most of the first-team reps this spring. And guess what? He's holding it down like a veteran. And he's catching the attention of the right people. All-pro linebacker Zach Bond recently spoke about him, saying, "He's smart, he's dedicated, he's always trying to do the right thing. He's instinctive and athletic. You can tell he just gets it." That's high praise, and it might mean Trotter Jr. is on track to become a day-one starter. Which young Eagles defender do you think will have the biggest breakout in 2025? Is it Ty Robinson, Olmo, Hunt, or someone else? Drop your pick in the comments, and let's see who really knows their football. Rooster Flex. The more we hear about Jeremiah Trotter Jr., the more it feels like this kid is ready to leave his mark on Philly. It's not just raw talent anymore. Trotter's growing, he's learning, and most importantly, he's getting comfortable. According to teammates, Trotter's instincts were always there. But now, after a full year in this system, his feel for the game has leveled up. You can see it. You can feel it. Both he and veteran Zach Bond admitted they're both far more confident than they were last year. That's what happens when preparation meets opportunity. And make no mistake, with injuries still hitting the linebacker group, Trotter's moment could come sooner than anyone expected. He's pushing hard to lock down that day one starting job. And so far, he's making the most of every single snap. But Trotter's not the only surprise at linebacker. There's a new dog in town, and his name is Smile Mondon Jr. Straight out of Georgia, Smile has been turning heads this offseason. He's not just out there filling space, he's competing, he's getting first-team reps, and Eagles insiders are already drawing comparisons between Mondon and former standout Oren Burks. Both athletic, both built to fly around the field, both capable of making life tough for opposing offenses. Mondon's speed, length, and quick change of direction make him dangerous in pass coverage. Some reporters are even suggesting the Eagles might unleash him in special passing packages this year, just to get him out on the field. And when a rookie earns that kind of attention at linebacker, that says a lot. He's got the tools, he's got the work ethic. Now it's about turning that into impact, even if it starts small this season. But the good news doesn't stop at linebacker. The trenches are buzzing too. Let's talk about the big men, the rookie offensive linemen who are already earning respect. Myles Hinton, Cameron Williams, Drew Kendall. Names to remember. According to star tackle Jordan Mailata, these young guys aren't just here to watch and learn, they're here to push the veterans. Mailata straight up told them, "If you're coming for my job, you better bring everything you've got, because I'm gonna make it damn hard for you." And you know what? These rookies are bringing it. Mailata says what impresses him most is their hunger, their ability to take coaching, fix mistakes fast, and show up every day ready to grind. Myles and Cam bring the size and strength. Drew brings smarts and surprising athleticism for an interior lineman. And all three, they're earning their spot in that O-line room. No, they might not have to play big snaps this year, but make no mistake, they're laying the foundation to be a force in the future, and that kind of energy lifts the whole team. Which rookie are you most excited about this season? Trotter Jr., Mondon, or one of the young O-linemen? Let us know in the comments, and rate your confidence in Philly's rookie class on a scale of 1 to 10. Rooster Fire. When you see this many young players showing fire, heart, and hunger, you can't help but feel excited for the future. Guys like Myles Hinton, Cameron Williams, and Drew Kendall aren't just here to fill roster spots. They're fully locked in. And when a young lineman buys in, especially under a coach like Jeff Stoutland, that's when special things happen. We've seen it before, and we might be seeing it again. Everywhere you look this offseason, someone new is stepping up. From veterans refining their game to rookies making their first big splash, this Eagles squad is hungry, focused, and already competing like it's January. Whether it's Ty Robinson blowing up plays, Moro Ohomo stepping into the spotlight, or Jeremiah Trotter Jr. rising into a starting role, this team isn't waiting around. They're working, they're growing, and they're getting ready to go to war. The energy in Philly is real. And if this is what the Eagles look like in OTAs and minicamp, just wait until training camp hits. So now it's your turn. Who's been your favorite Eagles standout from OTAs and minicamp? Drop a name in the comments and tell us why. Let's see who the real football minds are in the room. And one more thing. How confident are you in this Eagles team heading into the 2025 season? 1 being full rebuild, 10 being Super Bowl or bust. Where do you stand? Sound off below. This season isn't just coming, it's already building, and we're just getting started.